The famous media personality and journalist Piers Morgan has been known to maintain a quite cordial relationship with Queen Camilla. However, in a shocking turn of events, he has just made a bold statement that set the royal world buzzing. Known for his unapologetic takes and fiery opinions, Piers has now crossed a line that has left Queen Camilla reeling. This left many wondering, how will Camilla, the Queen Consort, respond to such a direct challenge? And is there more to this drama than meets the eye? Join us in this video as we reveal the moment Piers Morgan threatened Queen Camilla. Piers Morgan's threat to the Queen. Piers Morgan has been an avid supporter of Camilla for a long period of time. Ever since the news of her cancer diagnosis, he has openly sent out his wishes for quick recovery and stated how he indeed felt for her. But it seems the tide is taking quite a different turn. It was claimed that Morgan might have threatened her. But this seems unlikely since Piers has usually had a good relationship with the Queen Consort. Is there really a feud going on here? Or is this all some terrible mix-up? Well, we're about to clear the air, so pay attention. Now, the answer to that question is simple. It turns out, Morgan wasn't threatening Queen Camilla at all. In fact, he was actually offering her support. The real target of the threat was none other than Thorpe. Here's how the situation took a sudden, unexpected turn. During King Charles and Camilla's royal tour of Australia, Australian Senator Lydia Thorpe launched a fiery verbal attack on the king, accusing him of complicity in genocide. Piers didn't hold back at that time, branding Thorpe a foul-mouthed imbecile in his column for The Sun. Despite the disruptive protests and political snubs, which threatened to ruin the tour, Piers praised the overwhelming support the royal couple received from the Australian public. He noted the stunning turnout at the Sydney Opera House on the final day, where jubilant crowds outnumbered the anti-monarchy demonstrators, including Thorpe. Of course, Piers's defense of Camilla goes beyond this moment. Even when Camilla was faced with the harshest of remarks from her stepson, Prince Harry, Piers has remained strong in his support. Speaking of these harsh comments, what exactly did Prince Harry say that sparked such a strong reaction from Piers? Why does he continue to defend Camilla so fiercely? Stay tuned to discover the full story. Piers Morgan became friends with Queen Consort Camilla after attending a Christmas lunch she hosted last month. So by all standards, he is among the very few people in the right position to disclose to the world who he thinks the Queen really is. Piers shared his thoughts on Twitter with his 8.3 million followers describing who the Queen is in response to the Metro article from Prince Harry's CBS interview. But what was in the article? Prince Harry apparently stirred the pot by calling his stepmother, Camilla, the villain, and accusing her of being the third person in his parents' marriage. He also claimed her efforts to improve her public image were dangerous, saying her relationships with the press were a way to change public perception. This all came during a CBS interview with Anderson Cooper, where Harry shared his concerns about Camilla's role in his family and her need for constant PR. However, Piers Morgan was quick to hit back. Piers pointed out Harry's hypocrisy by reminding everyone that Harry himself has been more than willing to forge relationships with US media stars like Oprah, James Corden, and networks like Netflix, all while cashing in on the family drama. It's understandable that Harry might not have the easiest relationship with his stepmother. Having a new figure in the family after the loss of his mother, Princess Diana, can't be easy. But accusing Camilla of being all bad doesn't seem fair. What Harry overlooks is how much Camilla has done to give back through charity work, proving her genuine care for others. In the next part of the video, we'll take a look at some of her kindest acts, showing a side of Camilla that often goes unnoticed. You don't want to miss this. Queen Camilla's acts of kindness. Camilla, the Queen Consort of the United Kingdom, is deeply committed to charitable causes and has become a prominent figure in supporting a wide range of organizations. As the patron or president of more than 100 charities, she has dedicated much of her life to causes such as health, education, and social welfare. One of her key roles is as Honorary Commodore-in-Chief of the Royal Navy Medical Service, a position that allows her to support and recognize the work of naval medical teams. In 2012, for instance, she awarded medals to naval medical personnel who had returned from serving in Afghanistan. Her charity work extends beyond health services. In 2013, Camilla made history by becoming the first female chancellor of the University of Aberdeen, a role that involves presiding over degree ceremonies. She is also the honorary president of the Women of the World Festival, which celebrates the achievements of women and girls around the globe and addresses the challenges they face, particularly issues like domestic violence. In 2022, she became patron of London's National Theatre, and, in early 2024, she was named the first royal patron of the Anne Frank Trust UK. Additionally, her charity portfolio expanded significantly in May 2024, with her taking on 15 new roles, including those with the Army Benevolent Fund, Royal Voluntary Service, and the Queen's Nursing Institute. One of Camilla's most significant contributions has been in raising awareness about osteoporosis, a disease that took the lives of her mother and grandmother. After joining the National Osteoporosis Society in 1994, she became its patron in 1997, and later its president in 2001. She has worked tirelessly to educate the public, particularly women, about the importance of bone health. In 2002, she published A Skeleton Guide to a Healthy You, a mini-book offering tips on how to protect against osteoporosis. Her advocacy reached an international stage when, in 2003, she attended a global conference in Lisbon, hosted by Queen Rania of Jordan, where she gave her first public speech on the issue. Camilla's efforts have raised significant funds for osteoporosis research and services, including launching the Big Bone Walk campaign in 2006, which raised £200,000. She has also supported World Osteoporosis Day events for years and continues to meet with health professionals to discuss new research on the disease. But that is not all. Camilla's commitment to charity also includes a strong focus on helping victims of rape and sexual abuse. After visiting several rape crisis centers in 2009 and hearing the harrowing stories of survivors, she made it a priority to raise awareness and improve support for these victims. She has worked closely with organizations like Safe Lives, which campaigns against domestic abuse and violence. In 2010, alongside then-Mayor of London, Boris Johnson, Camilla helped open a rape crisis center in Ealing, West London, and the following year, she opened another center in Essex. Camilla also initiated the idea of providing wash bags for rape victims, small kits filled with toiletries to help survivors feel more comfortable after traumatic examinations. This initiative, which started in 2013, has expanded to provide thousands of wash bags to crisis centers across the UK. She continues to work with various organizations to ensure victims have access to the support they need. Camilla's work on sexual abuse doesn't stop at the UK. During a 2016 tour of the Western Balkans with her husband, Camilla visited UNICEF programs in Montenegro and was shown an app designed to protect children from online sexual abuse. In 2021, she became patron of the Mirabel Center in Nigeria, the first sexual assault referral center in the country. She also partnered with the retail chain Boots to create a line of wash bags for sexual assault centers. Since then, over 50,000 wash bags have been distributed across the UK to support victims. Her work in this area continues to gain attention and support, especially as she becomes increasingly involved in the fight against domestic violence. In addition to her charitable work, Camilla has used her platform to speak out about important social issues. In 2020, she supported Safe Lives' Reach In campaign, which encourages people to recognize the signs of domestic violence in others and offer help. She also guest-edited a segment of BBC Radio 5 Live to focus on domestic violence, continuing her commitment to raising awareness. Camilla has spoken out about her shock at the murder of Sarah Everard and the need to break the culture of silence surrounding sexual violence. In 2021, she spoke at the launch of Shameless, a project aiming to educate people on sexual violence and its prevention, underscoring the importance of addressing this issue in society. As Queen Consort, Camilla continues to amplify her advocacy work. In 2022, she supported a campaign by NHS England encouraging survivors of sexual and domestic abuse to come forward for help. She also visited several sexual assault referral centres, including the Haven Paddington in West London, and supported charities helping domestic abuse survivors. That same year, she hosted her first reception at Buckingham Palace after becoming queen, marking the UN's 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence. The event brought together influential figures from around the world to raise awareness of violence against women and girls. Camilla's impact on these issues has been captured in various media, including a 2024 ITV documentary, Her Majesty the Queen, Behind Closed Doors, which highlights her work with domestic abuse survivors. Her dedication to these causes is clear, as she continues to use her royal platform to speak out against violence and support those in need. In addition to her work on health and domestic violence, Camilla has supported the arts, education, and women's rights throughout her career. She has continued her work with the Royal Commonwealth Society and the Royal Academy of Dance, roles that were previously held by Queen Elizabeth II. Her leadership in these organizations and her public advocacy for women's rights have made her an important figure in both charity and cultural circles. Camilla's charitable work, particularly her efforts to support victims of abuse, raise awareness of osteoporosis, and promote gender equality, has made a lasting impact both in the UK and abroad. Through her advocacy and tireless commitment to making a difference, she has proven to be a compassionate and influential leader in the royal family, using her platform to help those who are most vulnerable in society. Do you think that Prince Harry's description of Camilla as the villain was necessary? Even he didn't have a good relationship with her. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Also, remember to click on the video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.
Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, is typically known for her poise and grace in the public eye, but a recent incident has left many shocked. In a rare and unexpected moment, Kate was seen being rushed away after a tense, on-camera situation took a sudden and unsettling turn. While the specifics of the meltdown remain unclear, the footage has sparked widespread concern, with many wondering what could have caused such an unusual reaction from the normally composed Duchess. This incident has left royal watchers stunned, raising questions about the pressures Kate faces behind the scenes.
She always leaves a little gift or something in their room when we go and stay, and that just shows, I think, her love for her family.
Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, is one of the most visible and admired members of the British royal family. Known for her elegance, composure, and unwavering dedication to royal duties, Kate has managed to maintain a steady and dignified public image. But even someone as seemingly unflappable as Kate isn't immune to the intense pressures of life in the spotlight.
We're looking forward to spending the rest of the times, the rest of our lives together, and seeing what the future holds.
In a rare moment that surprised many, Kate found herself at the center of an unexpected and unsettling incident that left her being rushed away in an unusually public manner. While Kate has always been known for handling public appearances with grace, this recent event has led to questions about the stress and challenges she faces behind closed doors.
Massively so. Of course, her and her family, I really want to make sure that they have the best sort of guidance and chance to see what life has been like, or what life is like in the family, and that's kind of almost why I have been waiting this long, as I wanted to give her a chance to see and to back out if she needed to.
The incident in question occurred during what was supposed to be a routine public engagement. As with many of Kate's appearances, the Duchess was on duty for a charitable cause, visiting an organization that focuses on early childhood development, a cause she has championed for years. The event was intended to be a positive and uplifting occasion, with Kate interacting with families and children as part of her ongoing work with the Royal Foundation's Early Years Initiative.
Before it all got too much, because I'm trying to learn from lessons done in the past, and I just wanted to give her the best chance to settle in and see what happens the other side.
And I'm also glad that I've had the time to to grow and understand myself more as well. So,
however, things took an unexpected turn when an on-camera situation reportedly became tense, leading to Kate being quickly ushered away from the event. While details of the specific circumstances remain unclear, reports suggest that Kate may have been overwhelmed by the situation, leading to what some witnesses described as a meltdown. Given her normally composed demeanor, this moment sparked widespread concern and media speculation.
Well, obviously it'd be, I would love to have met her, and she's obviously, she's an inspirational woman to look up to.
Royal watchers and fans were quick to point out that this kind of public reaction is highly unusual for the Duchess, who has faced years of intense scrutiny without showing signs of stress or discomfort in front of the cameras. This moment has brought renewed attention to the immense pressure Kate faces as a senior member of the royal family. Ever since marrying Prince William in 2011, Kate has been a constant presence in the public eye, taking on a growing number of responsibilities as the future Queen consort. Her every move, outfit, and interaction is scrutinized, and the expectations placed on her are enormous. Despite this, Kate has managed to maintain a near-perfect public image, rarely giving the media or the public a glimpse into any personal struggles she may be facing. However, this recent incident is a reminder that life in the royal family is not as glamorous or easy as it may seem. The pressures of constantly being in the spotlight, combined with the weight of royal duties, can take a toll on anyone, even someone as composed as Kate Middleton. While the British press has long been known for its relentless coverage of the royal family, the scrutiny has only intensified in recent years, particularly following the departure of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle from royal duties. This departure has left Kate and William with even more responsibilities, placing additional pressure on the couple as they step into more prominent roles within the monarchy. In the years since Meghan and Harry's exit, Kate has been seen as a stabilizing force within the royal family, working quietly and diligently to fulfill her duties without drawing too much attention to herself. However, the public and media often pit her against Meghan, comparing everything from their fashion choices to their public personas. This kind of comparison adds another layer of stress to Kate's role, as she's constantly being evaluated in contrast to other royals, particularly Meghan, who has taken a very different approach to life in the public eye. Kate's role in the ongoing rift between Prince William and Prince Harry has also been a source of significant tension. The once close brothers have reportedly become estranged in recent years, with their relationship reaching a breaking point following Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from their royal roles.
At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, has always been a symbol of elegance, strength, and poise, embodying the ideals of the British royal family. Known for her unwavering dedication to her royal duties and her ability to balance the demands of public life with motherhood, she has garnered admiration from millions across the globe. However, in recent months, troubling reports have emerged that have left both the public and the royal family deeply concerned. It all began during a prestigious royal event, where Kate Middleton, alongside her husband, Prince William, was expected to make another public appearance as part of her tireless commitment to charity work and royal obligations.
Finally tonight, the royal scene stealer. When it comes to upstaging the royal family, even the Queen, little Prince George is king.
In a moment that has captured global attention, Prince George, the future king and one of the most closely watched young royals, has unexpectedly stepped into the spotlight with a statement that has left everyone stunned. Known for his reserved presence as part of the royal family, the eldest son of Prince William and Princess Catherine has largely been shielded from public scrutiny. But this latest revelation marks a turning point, shaking the foundations of royal watchers' expectations and igniting a wave of speculation about what this means for the monarchy's future. Could this bold move signal the start of a new chapter for the young prince? Or does it hint at deeper, hidden truths within the royal household? Whatever the case, Prince George's unexpected words have opened the door to a whirlwind of intrigue and unanswered questions. Prince George of Wales, the eldest son of Prince William and Princess Catherine, has spent most of his life within the tight boundaries of royal tradition. rarely stepping out of the role that has been meticulously prepared for him since birth. As the direct heir to the throne, his life has always been one of expectation and responsibility, where every move, every gesture, and every public appearance is scrutinized by the public and media alike. For years, Prince George's presence has been a symbol of the continuity of the British monarchy, but he has remained largely silent in terms of expressing his own personal thoughts or opinions, keeping in line with the royal tradition of maintaining a dignified, somewhat reserved image. That is, until one particular moment, when a single statement from him set the world abuzz. It was a rare and unexpected glimpse into the thoughts of a young boy who is, despite his youth, already bearing the weight of an entire nation's expectations. In a casual conversation with his parents, Prince George casually mentioned his thoughts on the environment, taking a position that surprised many observers. At just 11 years old, he boldly expressed the belief that future generations, including his own, should be at the forefront of tackling environmental issues, and that it was crucial to find new ways to combat climate change, even if it meant altering traditional practices. The statement itself, though simple in its words, was monumental in its implications. This was no ordinary comment from a child. It was a declaration from the future monarch of the United Kingdom, a young boy who will one day inherit not just the throne, but also the responsibilities that come with it, including the duty to address global issues like climate change. The reaction to Prince George's words was swift, with the public and media both astonished by his mature understanding of such an urgent global issue. His position reflected a growing awareness of the environmental challenges facing the world, particularly among younger generations, and showed a side of Prince George that many had not yet seen. While still young, his recognition of the importance of environmental sustainability was seen as a clear signal that the future monarchy might take on a more progressive stance when it comes to addressing climate change. This public moment raised questions not only about Prince George's own developing views, but also about the role of the monarchy in the modern world. For centuries, the British royal family has been a symbol of tradition, stability, and continuity. However, in the face of changing societal expectations and pressing global issues, the monarchy's role has evolved, and it seems that Prince George's statement could be a glimpse into a future where the royal family becomes more vocal and active on issues such as climate change, sustainability, and social responsibility. Prince William and Princess Catherine, both highly involved in various charitable endeavors, have long championed causes like environmental conservation, mental health, and youth empowerment. Their influence on Prince George cannot be overstated, as their values have undoubtedly shaped his early understanding of the world around him. As a result, it is not surprising that Prince George's views on such an important issue reflect the compassion and responsibility that his parents have instilled in him. The question that remains, however, is how these values will evolve as he grows older and begins to assume more official duties as a future king. While Prince George's statement was unexpected, it is not entirely surprising when viewed within the context of his upbringing. His parents have always placed a strong emphasis on educating their children about the importance of being aware of the world's problems, and they have consistently used their royal platform to advocate for social and environmental issues. It is clear that Prince George has been exposed to these values from a young age, and his comment reveals that he is already thinking critically about the future and the role he will play in it. What is more intriguing, however, is the broader impact of Prince George's words. As the future king of the United Kingdom, Prince George will inherit not just a title, but also an immense global platform. The royal family has long been seen as a symbol of national unity and stability, and their words and actions carry significant weight. Prince George's acknowledgement of the need for environmental action is significant because it signals a potential shift in the monarchy's approach to global issues. It suggests that the next generation of royals may take a more proactive stance on addressing the world's most pressing challenges, including climate change, than has been seen in the past. This shift in approach is not without precedent. In recent years, both Prince William and Prince Harry have increasingly used their platforms to speak out on global issues. Prince William, in particular, has been a vocal advocate for environmental causes, founding the Earthshot Prize to encourage innovative solutions to climate problems. His commitment to sustainability and environmental responsibility has been a defining aspect of his public life, and it is likely that Prince George will continue in this vein as he matures. The role of the British monarchy has always been a subject of debate. Some view the royal family as an outdated institution, while others see it as a vital part of British identity and culture. Prince George's public statements offer a potential path forward for the monarchy in the modern era. In a time when young people are increasingly concerned about the future of the planet, a king who is passionate about sustainability could help bridge the gap between tradition and progress. As environmental concerns become more urgent and prominent, the role of the monarchy in advocating for change could become an important part of the royal family's legacy. While it may be premature to predict the exact direction Prince George will take as he grows into his future role, it is clear that his statement marks a significant moment in the evolution of the royal family. It is a reminder that even the youngest members of the royal household are already thinking about the world they will inherit and the responsibilities they will carry. In a time of global uncertainty and environmental crisis, Prince George's comment offers hope that the future monarch will be someone who not only understands the challenges of the modern world, but is also willing to take action to address them. The significance of Prince George's words extends beyond the immediate reaction they caused. They provide a glimpse into the future of the monarchy, where the royal family may no longer be merely a symbol of tradition, but an active participant in global movements and issues. The idea of a monarch who advocates for the planet, for social change, and for the betterment of humanity is a compelling vision for the future. Moreover, it also challenges the traditional notion of what it means to be a royal. Historically, the British royal family has maintained a level of neutrality on most political issues, remaining above the fray of public debate. However, as the world changes and new challenges emerge, the monarchy may be called upon to evolve alongside society. Prince George's statement suggests that, in the future, the monarchy may play a more active role in shaping public discourse and taking stands on important issues. As Prince George continues to grow, it will be fascinating to see how his views develop and how they align with the broader goals of the royal family. Will he follow in his parents' footsteps, taking a leadership role on environmental issues and social justice? Will he use his platform to advocate for change in ways that previous monarchs have not? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. Prince George is already showing signs of being a forward-thinking and compassionate future monarch. Someone who will not only inherit a throne, but also a world in need of new solutions and leadership. After the death of King Charles III, Prince George, as the eldest son of Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, would immediately become the heir apparent to the British throne. This transition marks a significant moment in the royal family's history and would fundamentally alter Prince George's life, pushing him from the role of a child and young prince into the limelight as the future monarch. Given his age and the immense responsibility that would come with ascending to the throne, his journey would undoubtedly unfold over time, with steps to ensure his readiness to assume such a pivotal position. Prince George's transition into future kinghood would likely follow a well-established path, prepared meticulously by his parents and the royal institution. While the immediate aftermath of King Charles's death would likely be marked by a period of national mourning, in the long term, as Prince George matures and eventually ascends to the throne, the monarchy will continue to evolve with him. His reign could be defined by a continued effort to adapt to the changing expectations of the British public and the world, while maintaining the core traditions that have defined the royal family for centuries. The future of the monarchy, much like Prince George's future, is uncertain and full of potential. What is clear, however, is that the legacy of King Charles III, as the monarch who ushered in Prince George's reign, will play a crucial role in shaping the future of the British royal family, as they prepare to enter a new chapter under the leadership of a king who is still a child, but already carries the weight of a nation's hopes on his shoulders.
Kate Middleton was left absolutely speechless after Prince Harry made a shocking statement that caught everyone off guard. As tensions continue to simmer between Harry and the royal family, his recent words have struck a nerve, leaving Kate stunned and reeling from the impact. What exactly did Prince Harry say that caused such a powerful reaction? With the royal family dynamics already strained, his bold remarks have only added more fuel to the fire, and the fallout could be immense. Let's dive into the details of what Harry revealed and why it left Kate at a loss for words.
My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery. At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
Kate Middleton, now known as Catherine, the Princess of Wales, holds a significant and increasingly influential role within the British royal family. Married to Prince William, the heir apparent to the British throne, Kate has been a key figure in the monarchy since their wedding in 2011. Over the years, she has earned widespread respect for her dedication to public service, her poise, and her unwavering support of her husband's royal duties. However, her relationship with Prince Harry, once warm and brotherly, has become strained in recent years, with the tensions between Harry and the royal family playing out on the global stage. Understanding Kate's evolving role in the royal family and her relationship with Harry sheds light on the complexities of life inside the monarchy. As the wife of Prince William, Kate Middleton is a future queen consort, a role that comes with considerable responsibility and visibility. Since joining the royal family, Kate has focused on numerous charitable causes, including mental health awareness, early childhood development, and efforts to combat addiction. She has become a role model for many, balancing her public duties with her role as a mother to 3 children: Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Her ability to maintain a sense of normalcy for her children while fulfilling her royal responsibilities has won her widespread admiration. One of the most striking aspects of Kate's role within the royal family is her ability to handle public scrutiny with grace. As one of the most photographed women in the world, Kate is constantly in the public eye, yet she has managed to maintain her composure and navigate the intense pressures of royal life. Her calm and measured approach to her duties has drawn comparisons to Queen Elizabeth II, and many see Kate as a stabilizing influence within the royal family. For many years, Kate's relationship with Prince Harry was seen as one of the royal family's most positive dynamics. In the early days of her marriage to William, Kate and Harry appeared to share a close bond, often seen laughing and joking together at public events. Harry, who has always been known for his easygoing nature and sense of humor, seemed to have a genuine affection for his sister-in-law, and the two were often photographed in light-hearted moments. This camaraderie extended to Kate's role in Harry's personal life as well. There were reports that Kate acted as a confidant to Harry during his bachelor years, offering him advice and support. Harry was particularly close to both William and Kate, and the 3 of them often appeared together as a tight-knit group, even launching initiatives such as Heads Together, a mental health campaign that they spearheaded together. The public often referred to them as the Royal Trio, a reflection of their close bond and shared commitment to charitable work. However, the dynamic between Kate and Harry began to shift with Harry's marriage to Meghan Markle in 2018. While the early days of Harry and Meghan's relationship were marked by excitement and media attention, behind the scenes, tensions were reportedly brewing between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. The exact nature of these tensions has been the subject of much speculation, but it is clear that the relationship between Harry and his brother William, and by extension Kate, became increasingly strained. One of the most significant points of contention between Harry and William, and consequently between Harry and Kate, was the way in which Harry and Meghan chose to approach their royal duties and their relationship with the media. While William and Kate have always been careful to adhere to royal protocol and maintain a respectful distance from the press, Harry and Meghan sought to challenge traditional royal norms, particularly in how they manage their public image. This divergence in approach reportedly caused friction, with William and Kate taking a more conservative, duty-first approach, while Harry and Meghan sought greater independence. The rift between Harry and the royal family deepened in 2020 when Harry and Meghan made the decision to step back from their roles as senior members of the royal family. Known as Megxit, the couple's departure from royal duties was a historic and controversial move, leading to widespread media coverage and intense public debate. For Kate, this was a particularly difficult period, as it not only created additional pressure on her and William to take on more responsibilities within the royal family, but also strained her personal relationship with Harry. Reports suggest that Kate felt caught in the middle of the growing tension between Harry and William. As someone who had once shared a close bond with Harry, Kate was reportedly saddened by the deterioration of the relationship between the brothers. According to sources close to the family, Kate made efforts to mediate between Harry and William, encouraging reconciliation and trying to keep the peace. However, as the situation continued to escalate, it became increasingly clear that the divisions within the family were deepening. The release of Harry and Meghan's bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021 marked a turning point in Kate's relationship with Harry. During the interview, Harry and Meghan made a series of explosive claims about their treatment within the royal family, including allegations of racism and a lack of support from other members of the family. Meghan also revealed that Kate had made her cry during a disagreement over bridesmaid dresses in the lead-up to her wedding. While Meghan clarified that Kate had apologized and that they had moved past the incident, the revelation nonetheless put Kate in the spotlight and intensified the public scrutiny on her relationship with Meghan. Following the Oprah interview, there was widespread speculation about the state of Kate and Harry's relationship. While neither Kate nor Harry has publicly commented on their personal interactions, it is clear that the interview added another layer of tension to an already strained dynamic. For Kate, who has always prided herself on her sense of duty and her loyalty to the royal family, the claims made during the interview were likely difficult to reconcile with her own experiences and values. Despite these challenges, Kate has continued to fulfill her royal duties with the same level of dedication and professionalism that she has demonstrated throughout her time in the royal family. She has not publicly addressed the tensions between Harry and the rest of the family, opting instead to focus on her work and her family. This approach has allowed her to maintain a level of dignity and poise in the face of ongoing public speculation about the state of her relationships within the royal household. In recent months, there have been signs that Kate and Harry's relationship may be more distant than it once was. Harry's absence from key royal events, including the unveiling of a statue of Princess Diana in 2021, has further fueled rumors of a rift